Last time on Phandelver and below, we entered into the town of Phandelver. Finally, after many days of travel and goblins killing. We killed the goblins, not the goblins killing. I had a little chat with Sildar about him not being evil, because I don't think he's evil. I simply had a theory, and as a detective, it was my duty to ask those questions. And then the other three actually went shopping, and then we met back up. I went to go talk to my main man, Duran. He gave me some tips on how to be a better me. The other two did go shopping, bought some things. I showed up, bought some things as well for our inevitable trip to Wave Echo Cave. And then we had a party because Andrew's character Robert is actually really good at music. So we all got drunk except for Robert and Gerald, so it wasn't all of us. And Robert got high and saw the ghost of his mom or some shit. And then we woke up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
Went through some possible theories and decided our best path forward was to first go talk to young Carp Alderleaf, who apparently found like a hole in the forest that there were both red brands and goblins around. So maybe the red brands and goblins are somehow connected, and maybe Carp can give us some more information on that. But as we were headed towards his family's farm, we were attacked by the red brands themselves, and then we killed three.
And they were stupid weak.
Yes, they were very weak.
Those fuckers.
Even though it was a deadly encounter. Deadly for them. So, we start where we left off last time. It's the conclusion of your fight with the red brands. You have one of them captured. Three more litter the ground around you. Made mincemeat of these, supposedly, according to what you've been hearing from the townsfolk, quite villainous men who sort of have a stranglehold on the town, it seems.
Is this guy conscious?
Yeah, I believe he was at the end of last time.
We tackled
we're
them.
threatening to take his toes, which wouldn't work very well if he was asleep.
Alright, so we will begin. Do you guys have anything you would like to say to this red brand?
Probably not in the middle of the street. Okay, guys, this changes everything.
Yeah.
Well, not everything, but what do we do with this fucker?
You let me go! You don't know who you're messing with! Let me go!
It appears you don't know who you're messing with, because let me remind you that we destroyed all of your friends in like 3 seconds. Anyway, forget him. What should we do?
Let me go!
He's yelling a lot. Fredo, you're from here. What do people usually do with bad guys?
If I remember correctly, Gerald was the one holding on to him, correct? All right.
Yeah.
If you could roll me a athletics check, Jacob.
Oh no, not this again.
Who lit that fire?
Take his weapons off of him.
Oh wait, no, I'm good in athletics. 26, natural 20.
Oh, damn. I have to pull up a character sheet, I guess. Ironically, you got a 26 natural 20, he got a 22 natural 20. So,
Wow.
Yay, I beat him.
I guess he's still being held. He like breaks free for like half a second, and then you just grab him again.
I just turn him around, slap him, and then grab him again. Just stop that.
Any ideas, Fredo?
It was almost good.
You proposed a good question. Since I'm from here, William, I would know if there's like a jail within the town, correct? Or if there is like a holding spot nearby for these hooligans.
Yeah, the town hall definitely has some holding cells for troublemakers in the town.
Is the city government held hostage or corrupted by this guy that we're trying, or like his organization? Could I do like a history check to see if we know that?
Sure.
Did it?
Meanwhile, I'm gonna start taking the cloaks off of the dead ones.
Nice. Did Fredo know about I assume he knew about the red brand before we got into town.
Yeah, he knew about him.
So could I roll with advantage then?
Have you been in the town in the last year?
Yeah, I would say so. I kind of float in and out of different vicinities, just following the jobs when I need them.
You don't consistently stay in the town.
No, I wouldn't say that.
And you will not have advantage.
Alright,
Because
let's
as
see
you
what we
know, a new mayor is essentially elected every year. So if you haven't been here enough to get a layout of how corrupt or intimidated or anything like that, you can make your best educated guess, but you haven't seen the politics play out so much.
I'm gonna give this a good pondering. I got a 13.
You don't know necessarily if he's been bought or he's in cahoots with him, with the Red Brands or not. But you do know that I believe. Do you roll me another history check on top of that, Nick?
Ooh.
How much do you remember of what Dylan shared with you last night? Not last night, but last night in game.
A whole lot because I got drunk. Take notes because I wasn't at home.
Fair. Roll history to see if your character remembers or not.
16.
You do remember that because this was something shared with you by Oris, that a local merchant, I believe, or farmer, was killed for displeasing the Red Brands. Yet
Thielen
no
or
retaliation. Thielen was killed by the Red Brands.
Adam Thielen, no.
But the Red Brands are still here, so obviously he is most likely somewhat intimidated by them.
Most unfortunate.
We can't rely on the local police. They're corrupt. They've never been good. We need to get away from them as fast as possible. Get him in a secure spot.
Yes.
I look around super menacingly. I do a perception check.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if anyone nearby is like watching all this shit go down.
All right, give me a roll.
I'll look as well.
16.
What did you get?
16.
Yeah, I mean, you see some of like the locals in the farms and out in the fields, sort of looking at you guys, because this town ain't that big. You're only like 50 feet away from the Alderleaf farm that you're trying to get to. So you guys see people looking at you. They're still decent amount of feet away, so maybe it might be a little bit hard to make out. For Oris, especially in the sun. Frito, you do know that people are a little shocked and terrified and keep sort of glancing up at the manor to see if anything happens.
We can't kill this man. Which would not be right. They attacked us in cold blood. Yet we have the high ground, and we must not kill this man in such a weakened state.
I mean, their manor's literally on a hill. I think they have the high ground.
I'm gonna walk up to the goon and grab him by the scruff of his hair and just say, "What's your name, bitch?"
He just spits at you.
Oh, so take his toes.
No, I do not take his toes.
I ain't telling you shit, Drow.
Then why would we let you go?
Don't wanna mess with Glassstaff now, do you?
Glassstaff. I've heard this name. He's your boss, eh?
Everyone in town knows that.
If there's anything like you, we must be weak.
Yeah.
So you think?
Why do you think it was so easy for us to stop you?
Because it was a one-on-one fight. And you guys were just a little better than us.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're an optimist.
I'm starting to think that these guys suck.
Then how can they hold the town so hostage?
I'm racking my brain trying to think of what to do right now.
What you do is let me go.
Gerald, hold on to him very tight, okay?
Sir.
All right, I'm gonna sort of motion the other two to like head a bit farther away so we can talk in whispers.
I'll nod and follow.
Did you want to do something, William?
No. I was thinking about it, but
Okay, guys. I hate to be that guy, but we either somehow get this guy to take us to his leader, even though I think it's way too early for that, or we just kill him right now. We have no other option. Where are we going to take him otherwise, that he wouldn't just escape from? And I don't know.
We need to
Or
think
we
of
could Stick
Okay.
a knife between his L3 and L4 vertebrae so he can't move.
I look wide-eyed at Robert.
Thoughts?
I suppose.
Can't run away if he can't move his legs.
That's true.
I think you guys are kind of forgetting we're in a public area, and we can kind of justify those other two guys because they attacked us and we act in self-defense. If we either torture or kill this guy now, there is going to be questions asked of us by the local community, and considering they already hate the Red Brand, they probably don't want to have someone else they hate too.
Did you?
Right. Put that idea on the back burner.
Yeah, put a pin in it. Did you mention that the town master might be scared of the Red Brand to us, Frito?
I go in and out of town so much, I don't really follow the local politics. I think the fuckers are corrupt no matter what
Nick,
they are.
would like to make sure you understood what I said. You don't believe he's in league with them, but you do know he's scared of retaliation.
Right. So
my fear is that if we take this guy to the town master, he's either just going to let him go, which, I mean, I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, because what's that guy going to go back and tell them? They killed 3 of our guys. Honestly, we should just let him go. What is he going to say? Like, they killed 3 of our guys easily. Like, I guess they'll just send more men next time. That could be a problem.
we have a target on our back now from them either way.
Yeah.
So I think it's best we just let him go. This guy's a nobody.
Yeah, Robert, is there anything you want to do to him physically before we let him go? I'm just curious, because you've got a lot of interesting ideas, and do we have anything that could, like, I don't know, do we have any trackers, or magical trackers, sorry? Something we could use to follow him without following him, you know? But you can go invisible.
Yeah, that's something I can do, yes.
This interrupts so much because I wanted to interview the young kid, but now I'm kind of thinking we have an opportunity here.
I mean, perhaps you could interview the young kid. I could follow him, and we meet somewhere or something. Like,
Yes.
I mean, presumably he's just going back up to the manor, but
Probably, or to the sleeping giant. My thought is that maybe you go invisible. We have Gerald. Should we do something stupidly cocky? Like, we all 3 of us, with him invisible, walk up to the sleeping giant with this guy tied up and just throw him onto the porch or whatever, and then just start walking away, and then we just see what happens with him invisible.
That'd be a boss move.
That would be fucking sick. We might start a town war, but, okay, for now, Gerald, hold on to him, keep your hand over his mouth. We'll just drag him up to the house, talk to Alderleaf, and then make a decision, because I don't think we're going to be able to come up with an idea right now.
sounds good.
Yeah. What do you think, Frito?
Fucking do this.
All right.
Okay, some extra clothes so we can just gag him.
Yeah, and I'm going to put a rope around his arms and legs.
I have my shackles around his arms.
Oh, yeah. True. Okay. So hopefully...
Oh yeah,
that
you had
gives him,
shackles for some reason.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll give him some sort of disadvantage to trying to escape.
Well, he did roll a nat 20, okay? If
Yeah.
Jacob hadn't rolled another one.
You would have ninja run away from us.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I guess we start approaching the Alderleaf farm with...
So, he's shackled, and then he's also gagged.
Yeah, I stuck some clothes in his mouth.
What do you gag him? Just random clothes you have?
dirty underwear.
Do you have extra clothes, or do you just have the clothes you're wearing?
Just take your underwear off and put them in his mouth.
Yeah, I have extra clothes because I have a disguise kit. So
You take some of your disguise
prepared.
kit out, shove it in his mouth. Do you like tie it shut, or can you just spit it back out?
I tie it around the back of his head.
All right, so he's got clothes stuffed in his mouth. He's got it tied up. You just hear, "Roar!"
I pat him on the head.
And Gerald, if he gets too frisky, just sort of flop him like a fish onto the ground, and hopefully he'll go to sleep.
Aye, sir.
Like really hard, like head trauma kind of flop to the ground, but like don't kill him, you know?
Oh God.
Won't be a problem, sir.
Okay. We
So
don't
you
need
guys-
him to be smart. We just need him to be alive.
I'm
Aye,
a
sir.
accomplice in this.
You got him gagged. You got him shackled. You're sort of I guess Gerald has his hand on his back, pushing him forward.
Just carry him.
Carry him.
Yeah, don't let his feet touch the ground.
All right. Strength check to see if you can pick this dude up.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wow, that was a shit roll. I got a 12.
Dude.
You're heavier than you look.
You're fatter than you look.
God, his ass.
I'll pick him up again.
That's good enough. You're sort of holding him up lower than you would want, but you sort of
He's probably
Struggling
struggling a lot too.
yeah.
I'm holding him by his feet, like behind my back.
Perfect. This is way better than us just killing him in front of everybody.
You're sort of doing like that over the shoulder carry.
Hmm.
Perfect.
So you start walking towards the Alderleaf farm, and now I need you to roll an athletics check.
Oh no.
Can I prepare an action?
A 17.
What would your action be that you're preparing?
If he gets more than 10 feet away from Gerald, I Eldritch Blast him.
All right. Yes. Do you tell him of this, or is this just something you've decided without?
I've mentally decided.
Okay.
I'm like
Well-
constantly looking back to see if he's running away or not.
He's
Well,
looking back at it.
In an instant, Gerald, you weren't really prepared for this. You're like, oh, we got him shackled. You're maybe a little looser than you need to. He kicks you, right in like he just somehow kicks you in just the right spot that your arm comes loose a little bit, and then he rolls himself
What?
off your shoulder onto the ground, gets up,
Holy
and starts running.
shit.
You rolled another nat 20.
I blast
Are
him.
you fucking serious?
I
What the
am.
fuck?
He legitimately rolled another natural 20.
Jesus Christ.
I guess he starts running.
Yeah, I guess that has to be 10 feet.
He moves out of the 5 feet for your reaction, Jacob. Would you like to try to do anything?
I'm gonna try to hit him in the foot.
All right, try to hit
That
him in the
one
foot.
spot in the foot where it just causes so much pain.
So you're specifically aiming for the Achilles heel.
Yep.
All right, that's going to be with disadvantage because this dude is full on
Slice
sprinting.
his heels.
You're trying to hit one very small
Can't
spot
run if he can't use his
on his
feet.
foot.
Exactly. It's just the thing that just pops in my head. I'm just gonna go for it. So what do I roll?
Roll an attack. You're using your sword,
I'm using one of my javelins.
one of your javelins. So roll like you would be rolling with your javelin, with disadvantage because you're aiming for a very specific part of his body.
So I got a 16.
All right, roll damage.
9.
9 damage. All right. Anything special about the attack?
It's like I noticed him running and I just swung it. I just threw it. Not like a throw, like throwing a javelin, but like throwing it sideways. So it hits him
Gotcha.
right in the Achilles heel and doesn't stab him.
So you're trying to hit him with like the blunt part.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do this non-lethally, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. So you sort of just throw a stick at him sideways, but you throw it so hard it hits him right in the back of his ankles, and he falls forward and face plants and is out.
Excellent work, Gerald.
Thank you, sir.
You know, he was
I
going to
gotta
keep
pick him
trying.
back up.
He was going to keep trying, guys. He just happened to get 2 natural 20s.
If he did
I
die,
gotta pick him back.
we would have had to gone to the backup plan of cutting his head off and bringing it with us.
All right.
But luckily, it didn't come to that.
Gerald, you pick him back up, put him back in your carry position, and you guys make your way to the Alderleaf farm. Anything you'd like to talk about as you make your way there, or
Go with the plan we came up with last time. Fredo, you do the talking as the only, the most normal of us, obviously.
Hey,
Normal's not always good, Robert. But in Fredo's case, it is. I mean, Fredo.
Yes, I suppose in
Fredo.
some situations I can fill in the details, give a warm introduction. But feel free, anyone, to chime in at any point with insights on anything.
Yes, I'll try not to go too hard on the little fucker.
Yes, he's,
Right.
he's quite
Awesome.
smart.
we good? Sorry.
Let's do
Alright.
it.
You guys come up on the farm. It wasn't actually that far of a walk. You guys probably walked for like another minute, and then you were there.
Nice.
You were almost there in the first place. It's only like 50, like I said, it's like 50 feet away from the farm.
Yeah.
It's a quaint, typical farmhouse that you might see in a rural area, just without all the modern technology we have.
Are there animals?
No, this looks like it's more of a. There's a few chickens, running around, but that seems to be the extent of their animals. It seems like they mostly grow crops behind the house.
Right.
And as you approach, you see a female halfling outside tending to the chicken.
Oh. Well, turn on the riz, Frito.
Hello there.
I silently clapped.
General Grover.
Hi.
General Grover.
I assume you are adventurers by the way you handled the red brand back there.
Yes, sorry if that was a bit graphic to witness. But as you saw, and given the laws of this wonderful city we live in, that was righteous self-defense. So we have nothing to be ashamed of.
Even if it wasn't, someone's got to deal with those bastards eventually.
Yeah, ain't that right? Have they been causing you and the crew you work with on this farm any trouble?
I don't have any farmhands per se. People volunteer and help out where they can so we can get the food the town needs to survive. But it's mainly just me and my son here. So, what did you guys do that pissed off the red brand so violently?
Well, we're trying to figure that out as we go. Seems that they ask questions after they've done their massacring and looting and pillaging.
Yes, that is pretty typical for gangs, you know.
Well,
Fight those that they feel offended them.
they are a sensitive, snivelly, wimpy baby bitch bunch, and we do not like them.
Are you? That's quite surprising take. They've been causing everyone in town a lot of trouble.
Was that sarcasm, milady?
No, I mean it legitimately. I mean, fuck, I can't remember the name of the dude who died.
Thielen?
Thielen, the poor.
No.
Fuck, what was-
What was his dog's name? Shit.
The den drawers are suffering poorly after Thiel's was murdered by them, and the rest of his family is now missing too.
So who's suffering greatly if everybody's missing or dead?
Just the town in general. People don't want to come here to trade. What was supposed to be a effort to repopulate the town is sort of hard to do with a giant band of ruffians living in the best house.
Yes, it
I'd be a lot
appears that
happier
way.
with a giant band of musicians performing at the Stonehill Inn, am I right?
Exactly, Robert.
It
It must be hard. Bandits on the road, bandits in the town. It sounds
Yes.
like you need some people to deal with that. Or at least the town does.
That would be lovely. I mean, I know Harbin, the town master, is a cowardly, sniveling man who fears to do anything about it, but I know deep down he believes justice needs to be served to them in some form.
That brings us to why we have come here, fair lady. I heard a rumor when I was inside the inn in town that your son had a run-in with these Red Brand.
Ah, that sounds like the type of story my son would make up.
You can see my body visibly deflate. So no Red Brand or goblins or anything like that.
I mean, he does quite often play in the woods behind our farm, underneath the manor. So perhaps he did indeed see something, but he also, ever since his father passed, has been telling me stories to, keep my morale up. So these days, I don't know when he's telling the truth and when he's not.
My apologies. I did not know. Is he here? May we speak to him or bring him out and speak to him if you don't want to come to my house? Whoa, what the fuck?
You see a young halfling lad come out of the house. Mom, what did you need? These gentlemen who, even though I told you not watch. You probably saw Dispatch the Red Brands have some question about.
That was the most instantaneous. Like, is your son here? Can we call him?
She is slightly intimidated
Jesus
by you
Christ.
guys. You just murdered a bunch of the people who have been terrorizing this town.
Holy fuck, that was so funny.
You have questions about the Red Brands?
Yes, and you have answers. Give them to us.
No. Everybody calm down. Carp.
He's now being like a child hiding behind his mom.
Carp. I'm gonna get down on one knee. Carp, my dear boy, I've heard some grave things, that you may have gotten spooked in the forest.
Yeah, I was playing out there by myself, as I do. There's not many children in town.
He doesn't have friends. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Oh no.
Well, he did, but maybe they were captured by the Red Brand, you dick.
Oh
Don't
shit.
feel bad.
Child slavery.
It was scary. I don't really want to talk about it.
I understand. They are very scary men. Was that the only scary thing you saw? The Red Brand.
He sort of shakes his head shyly like a kid would. He do insight.
He's not telling us the truth. Burn the farm down.
10.
Anyone else want to do insight?
I'll do insight. 8.
He appears to be clearly scared of something. Whether that's you or the Red Brand, you don't know.
The vibes are off.
Carp.
Yes.
I have a bad feeling about what is going on in this town. Ever since we got here, I've been hearing non-stop about these Red Brand and what they're capable of and the violence that they've committed. As you can see down there, and I point to all the bodies, including the one that Gerald's dragging. If there's anybody in this town that can stop them, it might be us, but we need help. We need all the information we can gather. If there's anything you can tell us that can help us in this investigation, you will become a hero in your own way, Carp.
Persuasion.
Hell yeah, boy. Hell yeah, boy. Shit, that's an 11.
Does anyone help?
I'll help.
Because you guys got to remember the help action is something you can do.
I'll start playing music in the background.
I shall help.
As
We
I'm
get some
painting the
epic
vocal picture.
Inspirational music. Roll performance, Andrew.
I'm gonna go around while Andrew's performing the theme song, hype, like the farm animals or whatever, to start chanting, like, "Save the town! Save the town!"
20.
What did you get, Andrew?
20.
20? Yeah. That music's going. It's like the most inspirational speech music you've ever heard. It's just the best.
You're the only one who can save us, Carp.
So roll with advantage.
8.
8.
Oh, yeah.
So 11. Please, Carp, if you don't do it,
What's your persuasion bonus, Andrew?
Hmm?
What's your persuasion bonus?
Persuasion bonus is +4.
All right. Because your music was so good, I'll let Dylan add your persuasion bonus to his 11. So it's 15.
Huzzah!
It's like a bardic inspiration that you could have used on him to improve his roll.
We need someone to
He
cast
slapped his butt
guidance
today.
every
He
time we
didn't
do anything.
Get that without some help?
So Carp slowly nods his head, a little bit of tears in his eyes. And he's like, when I was in the woods, I found a tunnel in a thicket, and a couple of the big scary bandits came out of the tunnel while I was there and met with a pair of Red Brands. So I think they might have a secret lair underneath the old manor house, where we typically see them come from to go to the sleeping giant. That wasn't that hard of a conclusion for me to reach, but I also saw some strange goblins with glowing hands duck into the tunnel.
Oh, boy.
Not the goblins.
Which forest was this, Carp?
The one right behind the house.
Oh,
And
your
he-
house.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He just points at this huge forest right here behind his house.
I squint at his mom, but I don't say anything. Okay. I'm sure the goblins with glowing hands are no problem. I'm sure that will be absolutely fine. We can deal with those. Don't even worry about it, little Carp boy. I
I'm gonna look at
stand
his
up.
mom's hands.
I stand up, turn towards the party, and just go, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
Holy shit.
You hear the mom's name, which you never got. You're like, these goblins worry you more than the red brands do.
If they're glowing, probably.
Yeah, I turn back around. No. I mean, if they're glowing, that makes things more complicated. But goblins, we dealt with goblins. Trust me, we dealt with goblins.
Oh, you dealt with goblins before.
Yes, quite
yeah.
recently.
I took their clothes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
They've been invading this area, and we tried to do our best to keep the community safe.
Ma'am, you
Good
have
to
to
hear.
understand that this is bigger than just Phandelver at this point. The Red Brands, if they are somehow making criminal love to these goblins, so to speak, this could mean terrible things for lots and lots of people. We need to get to the bottom of this. Thank you so much, Carp. Is there anything else you can tell us to help us on our investigation? Please?
I mean,
I'm so bad at talking.
you hear the woman speak up and say,
Ew.
well, if you're looking, the mother, if you're looking for someone
Stop
to
that.
guide you through the regions around here, I know Redoth, who's a
Red-Nosed Ranger?
druid in the
He's
area.
a what?
Knows every inch of this land. They're currently set out for the ruins of Thunder Tree, just west of the Neverwinter Wood. And she sort of shows you directions on like a crude map to where it is.
Is
it's about
Thunder
50
Tree the tower that Duran mentioned?
Looking at the directions, the two set of directions you've gotten, they're opposite places.
Okay, never mind.
Redoth should hopefully be able to help you find whatever you're looking for.
Do we have permission to enter the forest from your backyard?
I mean, try not to step on any of the crops, but
Ah, yes.
yes.
Or the chickens.
Yes, those two.
Okay, well, this has been very productive. Thank you so much, Carp. I put my hand out to shake his.
He sort of grabs like 3 of your fingers and shakes it back.
I shake it like it's a normal handshake. Ma'am, I bow.
I do a twirl.
Yes. Well, I hope Redoth and Carp's information have been... The information on Redoth and Carp's tale have been useful for you.
Yes, very much so. And if we find anything, we'll make sure to update you both to keep you safe.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. Well, have a good day.
Thanks, y'all.
Can we just, like, walk around the house, like, to be along the side so we're, like, not near them?
Yes.
Okay.
You set off, walk around the house, walk over here to this, like, wall. So you can get a distance away and have some freedom to talk, but so you're also... I assume you want to move in the direction of the woods?
Yeah, in that general direction. I think we should try to take a look for this tunnel, but there's a few other things on my mind as well. First
What's
of all,
that?
Frito, you would know out of any of us the best, does Phandelver have any sort of library or a source of a lot of knowledge?
I would know that, wouldn't I? I like the books.
Sorry, I was looking at something else. Your best guess for knowledge would either be the local shrine, because they probably keep some religious texts, and the town master's hall.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that is helpful information because, listen, these glowing goblins, I guess we'll call them, or maybe the Ruxathids, whatever they are, the more I think about this, the more I'm concerned about them, because one thing I know about goblins, they're not very interested in the arcane and the swishies and swashies of energies. They much prefer gold. They much prefer gluttony. They much prefer alcohol. So I don't think that these goblins are... I'm going to whisper this next part. I don't think these goblins are goblins. At least not mentally.
Wonder what else they could be. Maybe they're being controlled by some entity.
Exactly. And if that is the case, I need to get to the bottom of this because, as I mentioned to you last time, Rooksithid, it is based in Goblin, but it has deep speech connected to its roots. That could mean a multitude of things. Can I make a history check, William, to see how much I know about deep speech and, like, the roots of it? Because Dylan knows, but I don't know how much Oris knows.
I don't know how much William knows. It's just the languages of those who live in the Underdark, right?
Well, it is...
Undercommon is Underdark.
Undercommon is Underdark. It is a language from... It was discovered in the Underdark, but the rumors are that it comes from, like... It's transcribed from something in space.
Oh.
So obviously that gives me an idea of what it might be, but I don't think Oris would know that.
Probably not.
Yeah, so that's basically why I'm asking for a library. I want to see if I can do any research on this. I think the Shrine of Luck would be a good place to look for information, and something about this Gabrielle who left town and then came back injured. Perhaps we could ask her some questions about what's going on as well. Maybe she'd know some things. But we also have to talk to Nundro and Tharden. I feel like we're running out of time, fellas. We need to get to Gundren, but there's so much to do.
Oh, gathering as much information as we can will hopefully aid in that endeavor.
Yes. It might not be the best idea, but maybe we split up.
I think, Robert, I turned to Robert. I think you would be a good traveling partner. We could keep each other accountable. I look back at Oris and Gerald, and I just kind of say, you guys have already had quite a lot of experience being a group together, so perhaps we just split it straight down the middle.
Okay. I would personally like to go to the shrine. What were you guys thinking of doing? You could take this dude back to the Sleeping Giant and do the first plan.
What do you
That
think,
could be
Robert?
fun.
See if you can sneak inside while you're invisible and, just see what goes down.
Yeah.
Slippery as a
Going to
snake.
the shrine, because that I did not enjoy seeing that woman having been slapped around.
Oh, well, in that case, why don't we all just go together and we can go to the Sleeping Giant after?
It all worked out in the end.
Yeah,
Now I
perfect.
know how to do it.
All right.
Excellent.
You guys want to make your way to the shrine?
Yep.
All right, you guys backtrack, go back down the path, and as you're passing Townmaster's Hall, you hear a, "Oh my!" And you see a bulging older gentleman in
Huh?
fancier clothes.
You both-
Oh shit!
As he's fat. He's like fatter.
Yeah, he's fat for sure.
Heavy set. That's the word I
Nice
was.
guy.
Heavy set fellow.
He's got that fat dick, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
This is- I was afraid of this. This is gonna. Oh boy!
Oh, he's busting. Get out of the range!
Why?
Listen.
Why? Why
They tried
did you
to kill
anger
us,
the
so,
Red
like,
Brands?
We responded.
I already
Us?
found out that we killed a bunch of them. I mean, someone killed a bunch of them.
Hard to draw conclusions with you carrying one of them around like a sack of potatoes.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, we were just bringing him to pass him off to you, Mr. Townmaster.
I stuffed the cloaks in my backpack that were clearly hanging out of it.
You made the right assumption there, Dylan. Oh dear. I mean, yes, I suppose that is my job.
Yes, it was all a bit of a misunderstanding, to be honest with you. I think they got us confused with someone else, attacked us. We had to defend ourselves, but we kept as many alive as we could, and that's who is being carried by the armored friend over there. Deception?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh, 14.
Yes, that makes sense. One must defend themselves even from those ruffians. I suppose you could make use of our holding cells in the hall. I can't say I could keep them indefinitely, but I could manage at least a few days before they come knocking on my door.
Excellent. Well, that sounds great. And again, we don't want any bad business going on. If they come to us again, we'll try to do it, with less violence. But hopefully they understand that we are not who they're looking for.
Yes, then hopefully I can get someone from Neverwinter down here to collect this man before his compatriots free him from my not dungeon, my jail.
He got sex dungeon.
Can I look is the door open?
I mean, it is. Yeah.
Can I see the jail cells from here?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not from here, but Frito would know, as in he's probably been in them, that there are indeed jail cells in there.
Okay. Yes, well, thank you so much. I didn't catch your name, Townmaster. We're new in town.
I am Harbin Wester.
Excellent name. And is he human?
Yes.
Well, Harbin, good luck to you with this man, and like I said, hopefully no more violence has to come on these streets.
Could I bother your companion to follow me to put him in the cell? I'm afraid I probably couldn't carry him.
Yes, of course. Gerald, if you will.
Aye, sir.
He leads you in. You see, it's not that
I go with
big of
them.
It's sort of just, there's like a front desk to greet people and appointments and whatnot. There's what looks like a court area where he can do trials and stuff, and then there's a little a few holding cells off to the side. Goes over, unlocks one of them. You guys put the red brand inside. He shuts it. And if you guys seem to be the brave sort, I don't, perchance you guys did notice my notice about hiring an adventuring party such as yourself to investigate the caravan attacks at Wyvern Toll.
Yes, we did manage to read it before some rapscallion tore it down, apparently. I didn't see it when we came back. Deception?
Sure.
I mean, I didn't fucking do it. 15.
Wasn't he?
That's good. Is it something I could persuade you guys into doing? It would greatly benefit the economy of the town.
Yes, well, we're quite interested in aiding the town in any way we can, so we'll definitely take a look.
I'm glad to hear it. I hope you succeed in whatever business you have with the Red Brands. It would be best for all of us if they were no longer here.
Yes, part of me wonders if it was my, not to bring race into it, but my appearance that brought him upon us, because, I've been on the surface before, and I know how some of them are like.
They probably are the most racist people in town, so it could be. But they also don't like...
Most, as in there are others.
No, most, as in...
The only.
No, everyone has their own biases. I can't speak for everyone. They're the ones who show them openly artists.
As he's leading us out... Oh, I think my Discord's fucking dying, or Williams is...
He does what... It's like, I have used...
You've angered us so much, you just left the town.
Alright.
Got so pissed he ripped out his headset.
But about the other side, because I know last time we did this,
That's
we
great.
Never saw that coming.
Am I back? Hello?
Did that
Who
work?
the fuck is this guy?
Hello?
Did that work?
That was fucking weird.
Plugging it in.
Did you hear what I said about him doing the white guy thing of not that I have anything wrong with Drow?
I think that was right when my thing pooped itself.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we left off.
Okay, cool.
It's not that he can't be racist because he has a drow friend.
Right.
Exactly.
As
Ederman.
he's leading us out, can I perception or investigate the jail cells to see how easy it would be to lockpick one of them?
Sure. In perception.
Is the sun on me?
Or investigation. Would that be investigation? What's investigation? Investigation. Perception's more like hearing.
10.
You. I mean, it's a pretty basic lock, but you also know you couldn't pick lock it
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have the skills.
Yeah.
But you're pretty sure someone like Frito or
Definitely
Robert
lockpicked
could.
this one before.
All right, I leave.
Like it's not Alcatraz. They're not gonna not be able to break him out, but they might have some issues with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys head on out. Thank you for agreeing to look into the Wyvern Tor business. Mighty dreadful that merchants and caravans haven't been able to get to us.
No. Thank you, sir. Your strength is what keeps this town on its feet.
Yes, I'll send word to Neverwinter to send people out to pick up the red brands and hopefully rid us of those you left behind in your wake.
Yes.
Hooligans.
You see him.
Ignore the fact they're stripped naked. All right, goodbye.
Most adventurers leave them like that in any case.
Yes.
As is tradition.
He shuts the door.
Frito, before I leave town, you should buy some lockpicks.
That is a good point.